Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day. As you can see, we changed up the video posting schedule and we're up to posting everything as often as we can. So it's not just on Friday. I hope you all are enjoying that. But here we are. We are back with another start of this season's quote unquote season's community home. And I love it. This one is more modern, but we still have the same features. So we are making sure that the outside looks the same. We are making sure that, we're keeping some cohesion between all the homes that we have. And right after I have the floor plan of this home laid out, I'll go into what the similarities are and how I really thought about this. I will make it half voiceover and then half music, so you can look forward to that. But I did want to give some context to this, as this will be the first video to many of this community home series. So I really hope you all like it, and I actually spent so much time on this. It was inspired by a home that I saw on Pinterest, but it's very loosely inspired because after that I really had to put in some detail as to what I wanted this to be different from that one, and also be able to add some things in this that I could convey into other builds. So I really hope you all like it. It's already up on the gallery, so you can go check it up there. And yes, this is probably one of my favorite ones, from this community home or community, like I said before, because it's the first one, but I hope you all like it. So the colors for this is white, black, orange, and then we have light wood tones on the outside. So the main similarities between this one and then the ones that you will see is that we push the outsides of the houses out. So on the edges, you can see I just did that in the back, and then I do it in the front over to the right. So the inside of that will be orange, but the outsides of the home will be white. And then we have black columns. You can see I'm trying to play around with that now, but I do end up going with a slimmer black column. We have a nice fireplace bump out on all of those with a darker brick to add to those. And then the windows for this is using one of the windows that came with Realm of Magic, but then it's also using one of the windows that came with base game. So those are the two that we're working with. And then on the outside, so after the bump outs on the inside, we have that orange, but then on the outside it's layered with that white. And then we have the support beams that we got with Eco Lifestyle, and that's what we add on the outside. It's the vertical ones, and then it's just following the wall height that we have there. Okay, and you can actually see that I did try to use the brick that you see on the fireplace bump out under the garage, or for the garage, but I do end up taking that out and it's a standard white. I don't end up using that at all for this, and I don't think I will be using it for other ones because it wouldn't be very cohesive. But I do end up using a black roofing tile for here, and then this is where I'm adding in those beams that we get from Eco Lifestyle. I did end up using the taller ones so that it could go towards the second level as well, but I noticed that when I put down the walls, it actually kept up those beams, and you can see it, and it would be not as easy for gameplay. So I do end up changing those off screen, so it's really quick. You don't really see that I'm doing it, but you could see that when I let down the walls from the second level to the first level, that you could see those beams, and I didn't want that for anyone who wanted to download this, as you can see here. So I do end up going ahead and changing those, but this is where I add in those dark oranges for the inside of those bump outs in the middle. And I like the way that this turns out. I really hope you all enjoy it as well. So this one has a patio on the back, and we add in a hot tub. We have, a nice little seating area with a TV. Now, granted, when it rains outside, the TV will break, and you will have to fix it because it's rain. You know what I mean? So that's something that you'll have to do. But other than that, in real life, people could just put covers over it, and it could fix it easily. That's not really what happens here. So I did end up, just putting it there. So just be mindful of that, and you can always just take it out. But in real life, you could put a cover over that, and you can put covers over the furniture, but you can't really do that in The Sims, so it does make it a little bit different. But I do end up liking just adding that additional space on the outside. And with this being a more modern build, I definitely wanted to try some different things that I wouldn't do in other builds that I've done, especially in the last community home series. And so with this one, I decided to make it so that every home has a specific color for the kitchen. This one uses orange and blue, and it's based off of the color swatches that we got with not Discover University. I don't know why I thought about Discover University. This came with Dream Home Decorator. And so I do end up flowing that throughout the entire living space here. So we have, as soon as you walk in, there is the living room area, and then we have a complete dining area, like just the dining room table and chairs, and then the further back you go, that is where the kitchen is. And so you can see I'm working my way to the front here, and I do really lean into that orange, but I do end up changing those chairs out so they don't end up being orange. I think we fall into more of a grayer aspect here, and so this entire living space is full of pattern, it's full of color, and I love it. So that's the swatch that I go with for the couches. And then behind that, I use the wallpaper that we got with Moschino Stuff Pack as well. So it's that white one with the black lines, and I love it. Like, I definitely wanted to go with something a little more softer, but then I was like, soft is out, so I just go with hardcore color here, and I really hope you like it. The office that is in the garage space is more of a maroon red purple, like deep purple, not really purple, but like, around that kind of color scheme, and I really like that as well. I hope you like this. Is definitely slightly different than things that I've done in the past, but I definitely wanted to get out of my comfort zone, and I felt like this is a great way for me to do it. It's still very modern, but it still has those pops of color that I really wanted to use within this house. And I think moving forward, I'd want to add more color into the community homes there as well. Even though the interior aren't, it doesn't really have to be as cohesive with the other homes. I think it's just something that I'd like to incorporate into those. So I hope you guys like them though. Also, as we move into decorating a little bit more of this home, I do have a slight mud room. We have a half bathroom on the first floor as well, and there's like 2 hallways, one to get to the backyard and then one from the garage going into the living space. And I really like this one because it does have hallways, and it incorporates that really nicely into this home. So as soon as you walk up the stairs, there's a nice hallway there as well. And there are 3 bedrooms with this one, and then there are 2 additional full baths on the second level, but one of the baths are shared between 2 of the rooms. And my thought process is that this family has 2 teenage Sims, and they don't really like sharing everything, but they're forced to share a bathroom, and I think this is great. Now with this bathroom, it's slightly different than a Jack and Jill bathroom that I've done in the past, but you know that I love Jack and Jill bathrooms, so I had to incorporate it in some form or fashion. And this one is just that they share, like as soon as you walk in from both of the bedrooms, you walk straight into the sink area, so the vanity area that's there, but then you have to open another door to go to the bathroom and use the shower. So I like the way that turns out. It's really nice. I think this one is also a little quirky because one of the rooms have a walk-in closet, and that is this one, but the owner suite, which has the bathroom attached to it, is like from the hallway you have to walk through the bathroom to get to the owner's bedroom, and that is so odd completely, because then you have another one where you walk from the hallway and then you can get into the bedroom, but then there's also a walk-in closet, but the owner suite does not have a walk-in closet. They have all their clothes shown out, and they have to put it up in built-in cabinets that are there. And I just thought that it was really fun for me to include that into the build. So that's one thing that I do. here you can see I added in that wallpaper from the Moschino stuff pack. I was confused as to what I wanted to add here, but I do end up going with an ottoman and then a plant that we got with Dream Home Decorator as well. And then I add another built-in from the garage going into the living space. So that's what this really does entail, and like I said, it's very modern, so I wanted to keep those aspects in with all the appliances, but also, you know, the sink and bathroom and things like that. So I really hope that you all can see that. As you can see here, I'm working on the mudroom slash, you know, storage area. There's also some designated storage in the garage as well, but this one is just more put together, and you can see like we have some clothes hung up, we have some shoes that are there, and then some designated boxes, books, things like that. So that's what we have there, and if you want to download this, go ahead, it's on the gallery. My name is LynzloByChoice there, and I really hope you like it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel because I've been posting a little bit more recently, and I'm so excited to, you know, just really get to know you all and you all to get to know me. So please feel free to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.